Gaming Cantina. Welcome, where I am Una.
And I am Krypto. Last Krypto. I'm the last Krypto. Dang it!
We're going to be doing a Let's Play series. We're going to be doing The Last of Us, where Mr. Krypto here has played through it already in its entirety. I know nothing about it. Let's kind of explore it together, play this game, and have some fun, right?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for you to see this one because not only is it visually impressive still many years after it was released, but it's a really fantastic story, amazing gameplay, which hopefully you can live vicariously through me, and then it'll get you ready for the TV show coming out sometime in the future by HBO Max.
Oh, you want to mention the reason why we're doing this? That's cool. Way to be a good host. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into the game. So what is grounded? What are you doing here? Tell me what you're doing.
I'm guessing so this is the difficulty. I'm starting a new game. Normal, hard, survivor, grounded must be, I don't know, one shot and you die probably. No resources.
I've been playing Mega Man with Mason, and they've got this new casual mode where when you jump onto spikes or you fall down a pit, normally you would just die. You have to restart, right? The casual mode, you just get picked up and put back, so you just never die. It's amazing. You feel like you're so good at Mega Man.
That's awesome.
This is a zombie game, correct?
Yeah, I guess you could say it was a zombie game.
You sound so reluctant, you're downplaying the importance of zombie games. You're like, well, I guess you can call it a zombie game.
Well, it's so much more than that, I feel like, than just your typical... Because when you think zombie games, people think of, Call of Duty and...
Call of Duty?
Well, yeah, zombie mode in Call of Duty.
Dude, you've got the low-hanging fruit of Resident Evil, and you go to Call of Duty?
I think when people think zombie games nowadays, they probably think of zombie mode in Call of Duty or something like that.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's like, I've had such a hard day at work. Get me a beer.
Man, he's got a nice beard.
He does. He kind of looks like me, doesn't he? I mean, a little bit. I mean,
Much
add a little
beer version of you.
Add a little beer gut to him, a little gray in that beard, and that's basically me sitting there. And I'm like, woman, I said beer, not a damn Pandora's box. Would you give me jewelry?
And if your son was a girl and got you a really cool watch. Now, you can tell it's dated because that's not an Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah. See, we're already getting clues to when this was released. It's weird because right now it's 2021, right?
Right.
If you go back to 2007, the iPad didn't even exist. Doesn't seem weird.
Well, didn't the iPhone come out in 2005, 2006?
I don't remember when the iPhone came out, but I'm sitting here thinking I'm sending my son to school and I got to buy him an iPad. iPads are just how kids learn these days.
Yeah.
You have to either rent it or buy it. And for me, I grew up on the dang blackboard. You know what I mean? Scrappy, there was none of this literal blackboard, not the electronic blackboard that we have today. So it's crazy. All right,
they have a house
good
phone.
Night. Yeah. Well, yeah, look at that thing. Sleep tight, don't let the zombies bite.
Oh, you want a spoiler?
I mean, I've seen gameplay. Isn't it up to 4-player game where you smack people with different weapons or something?
You can do PvP, but I'm not going to play PvP. I'm going to play the storyline because I suck.
Seriously? This family puts the phone right by this girl's bed, and the dad doesn't answer it when someone calls?
But she also got a bat.
This smells like zombie. I smell zombie. Because if this was going to be like a Dracula one, she wouldn't have been in the mirror. Oh, are you playing now?
Yeah, give me the bat. I want the bat. Spoiler, I'm totally going to die.
Well, then you wouldn't be The Last of Us, would you?
Congratulations. Did she spell it right?
That's a cute little picture. I like his
You're not a
hat.
fossil yet. Dear Una, let's see. You're never around. You hate my music I'm into, and you despise the money? What movies I like, and yet somehow you still manage to be the best dad ever.
Aww.
Every year. I can't read. How do you do that? Happy birthday, Pops. Love, Sarah.
Wait, so
It's kind of a backhanded compliment, right?
This is her own card, right? Like, does she not remember writing it? Like, dang, Sarah, lay off the booze, girl. You're too young for that.
Oh, look at the beanbag chair. I remember having a beanbag chair.
Looks rather, like, indented, too, man. Sarah got some bottom or something like that. She's laying into that.
Did you have a beanbag chair?
No, we had, I don't think this is the right term for it, but we always called them Japanese orgasm chairs. I'm pretty sure that's not what they're called. But they're just, like, shaped like an L, and they're, like, rounded, so, like, they can rock back and forth.
Oh, and they sit, like, okay, and you have to sit down. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a B word.
A B word? I don't even know what it... Oh, gosh. You and your fear of bananas.
But it kind of looks like a banana, though, right?
No, it's banana out left and right. I'm telling you, it's... So your fear of bananas, would that keep you from sitting in the Japanese orgasm chair?
No, because they're like gray in color and they don't smell.
They're not all gray. I mean, okay,
well,
we bought one for my son, and it was gray. But the one my parents had was white with like splotches of different colors on it. It was rather beautiful. I think you'd be really jealous of it. Now, if it were yellow, that'd be a little on the nose, right?
Yeah. Well, this kid David that I went to school with, the basement was kind of like their game room, and they had two.
Did you see that? Did you see that? She just said that there was a signs of infection. I told you this was zombie. This is total zombies.
L3. Whoa! Ooh, that scared me a little bit. The rumble thing. I'm not used to the rumble pack. I haven't played a real video game in a long time. I mean, not that Star Wars Galaxy Heroes isn't a real video game, but a console video game.
Have you been playing the Mega Man games? Have you been catching up on your Mega Manage?
Yeah, but it doesn't have
the rumble.
It doesn't have the rumble in the NES controller.
Yeah. Did I tell you I bought Mega Man 11?
I think you like bought them all, right?
Yeah,
that's the newest one.
I'm gonna make you watch that one sometime. You're gonna be like, okay, this is pretty badass.
What do you play it on?
I play it on the Xbox One.
Oh, you could stream that on Twitch then, and I could watch.
Yeah. Well, we've got that. You can also buy it on stream if you want to. So there's lots of different ways to play it.
Leave a comment down below of what you want us to play.
Oh yeah, there's an audience listening. I forgot. I'm just not sitting here talking to a friend.
We got a big audience.
Yeah, first episode, I'm already forgetting where I am.
What does it say?
It says engage, because all phones have a big engage button.
So no iPhone there. That was definitely a BlackBerry. I'm going to be home late tonight. Go ahead and order food. See you in the morning. Where's the money?
Oh, well, that's why the dad didn't answer the phone. Okay. See, I thought he was just getting. I thought he was getting off work earlier.
Oh God! Look what's right there. Ooh.
What?
I'll turn back quick. Ready? Look at the left side of the screen. Ready?
Oh, it looks like a figure in the back there.
No, in the bowl. Ooh.
In the bowl? What? What's in the bowl? Look at the bowl.
In the bowl.
Oh my God! There's two B words in the bowl.
There's a whole bunch.
You know what? When you told me you had a fear of the B word, I had no idea how pervasive this would be. Even like a video game like this, triggering your fears like that, like in the dark, creeping around. Like, who would have thought? Like, they're like, oh, I'll put something really innocent here, like a banana, not realizing that it was like triggering on your biggest fear in your life. Okay. Oh, hey. Yeah. How are you? Who's this guy? Is this the dad?
It's pretty modern, though. I mean, look at the computer.
Who is this guy that just walked in?
That's Joel.
It's Dad. That's Dad.
Main guy.
Right? Is that the guy we gave the present to earlier?
Yeah, that's her dad. Oh.
Tell me Dad got a gun.
Yeah.
Daddy got a gun, right? Oh, see, I told you.
Is that a zombie?
Be zombies.
So, if you don't know why we're playing this really old game, which is not too old, I mean, compared to Mega Man games, the Last of Us TV show is coming out on HBO, and Una has never played this game because he doesn't own a PS4, so kind of reminiscing here, and I have the second one as well, so we're going to play through that one and give him some context so when he watches the show, he can go, oh, the video game's way better.
Did this not come out for Xbox One or anything like that?
No, this is Naughty Dog, and this is before Naughty Dog made things for other consoles. Naughty Dog, I don't know if it was owned by Sony or they had a contract they could only make games for Sony.
This kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know if it was the first. It was the first for me, but like when you first started watching Metal Gear Solid, you remember that for PlayStation 1? And you went through this huge intro. It set the tone for everything. And then when you're going up the elevator, boom, you finally get the title, like Metal Gear Solid Snake. Like,
yeah.
like it was the transition, I felt like, from video games to experiences. You know what I mean? Like it's clearly more delineated of here's the movie section, here's the game section, right? Here it's like so seamless between like what is considered a movie and when you're actually in control. It's rather interesting.
Yeah, exactly. I've always like ruined it for myself sometimes when I would be playing and it'd be like, oh, they made this extra little hallway because the game is loading, because it does seem so seamless in between the action and the...
I like how they just drive by their neighbor's farm. Oh, that's Louis' farm. Looks like he's having his parties again. Hope he made it out. That kind of tells us how we feel about our neighbors in this game. I hope they're okay. Later.
We're fine, trust me.
You know what? We were talking about this. We started watching that show that you recommended, like Black Summer on Netflix.
So good, right?
Oh, it's terrible. But
what? That show is fantastic.
Oh my god.
Better than your zombie movie.
Dude, it was exhausting. Like that first episode. Okay, let me put it this way. What are the most cliche things that could possibly happen in a zombie movie?
Well, we're literally watching it.
Well,
Traffic.
I don't think I have the same expectations for a game that I do from a movie. Sometimes,
Okay.
like sometimes, like gameplay can save it. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
But like, if you look at the opening of that show, right? So just the first like 5 minutes of the show, we open up on what? Empty streets, right? Army militia is in control. For some reason, this breakout has happened, but they already have like retinal scans. To detect the zombies. I don't know how long it's been going on. I don't know if I've learned that yet. But the plague starts, family gets separated at checkpoint, like super cliche opening, which is fine because like you know what you're getting into with a zombie movie or show, right?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, stuff's going down. Look at this. You don't head into a Isn't this rule number 1? When zombies happen... Oof. When zombies happen, isn't rule number 1... don't go into crowded spaces?
Well, they were trying to drive away, and Joel told them to turn left, and they accidentally...
Oh, gosh. Oh, boy.
Get back, baby. Get back.
Things are going south.
I'm going to kick it. Got my... yeah.
Oh, see, it feels
No way
like you're
that happens.
really there by hitting square to kick the window. Oh, yeah.
I am one that will definitely complain about QuickTime events. I know that they're trying to keep you in the video game, like you said, and keep it interactive, but it just, I don't know. It's just sometimes more annoying than anything. And there's a
It's
few
also
games
one
I
of those
remember
things,
playing.
like when it comes to like game design, very rarely does it impact the plot, right? Either you hit square fast enough and kick out the door, or you just do it over again, or it just happens anyway. Like very rarely does it like drastically change what's going to happen. It's just a checkpoint. You just have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it engages you, but like you also like have very little reason to care because you're like, well, it's just going to happen anyways.
And there's been a few games that it does matter. Like that's the whole game. The whole game is just QuickTime events.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've had that since Dragon's Lair back when that first came out. Do you remember that game?
Oh, that game is so hard and terrible. It
is, but that is technically. I mean, is that not the first quick time event game.
Yeah. Get out of my way, people. Get out of my way.
Look at that. Dude, that came out in
Armadillo.
1983. I was a little I was in diapers in 83.
Oh, it says 2013. Blood Samurai, 12/21/13.
Oh, is that the current date for probably when this was released?
Yeah, I think it was maybe around Christmas. So 8 years old. 8-year-old game. Still looks pretty good for 8 years. Oh! See, I got to do this. Now, if I didn't do it, would he actually get me? No, because Joel's the main character.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just kind of like a pointless event. That's okay. You're still playing. Like you're being immersed into it, whether it's a great immersion or not.
That's the great word. They're trying to immerse you in it. I just feel like that. I don't know. It feels redundant.
No, but you should like redundancy. That was like the whole draw of your show that you were recommending, that Black Summer show. Like,
oh,
you had that. You had like the. I don't think a single plot point or character point really happened in episode 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I guess you're there for the action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I just had my hopes up too high because what you had told me was like the story unfolded in a really unique way, and there's no story and there's no characters. There's just stuff happening. So I think I had wrong expectations walking into it. Oh, cut to movie. Are we going to get a title screen that just says The Last of Us at some point here?
I think so.
Got a couple civilians in the outer perimeter.
But
it always makes me wonder, because you know how like people prepare for the dumbest things? Like, we legitimately have to have a zombie plan from the military, right? Like, isn't that a thing? Oh, shit.
No, yeah. There really is a plan if there's a zombie outbreak. Like, it's written into the CDC guidelines and stuff.
Yeah, like, what is it? Like, I kind of want to know what it is. Like, because the quarantine plan here from last year sucked. That went terrible.
All right, so we're getting vested here now.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, are we going to have Sarah turn into a zombie?
Well, see, that's the thing is you don't turn into a zombie when you die. It's not that's the uniqueness of this game is that
Is this if you get bitten you turn?
if you get bitten you turn, but also if I remember correctly, again, it's been like 8 years since I played this, cause the zombies.
I feel like you just ruined this whole game for us just now. Is that like an end plot point you just revealed? Bada boom, bada bing.
I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Cut that out. This game is 8 years old. I think statue of... There it is. You happy?
Well, what do you say? Oh! I have a 2-second delay. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're seeing, I'm only seeing a couple seconds later. Oh, and then we get the credits. See, Metal Gear Solid is laying the foundational groundwork for this. I love it.
Okay, so here's some stuff.
We plan on finishing the Black Summer season, so we'll keep watching it. Did you how many episodes did you watch of that Kingdom zombie show I recommended?
3.
Wow. And you didn't care at all?
It was so horrible.
All right. Watch this.
In my opinion.
Right. Because you have a great taste, right? So,
no, not at all.
Hang on. Name one character's name in the show.
No, I'm not going to embarrass myself
I
like
knew
that.
it.
Like,
I knew it.
Trying
you can't
to
remember
say their
one.
names.
No. You can't remember one is my point, though, can you?
What's the prince's name?
Exactly. You don't know a single character's name. I was telling my wife, I'm like, my guess is he just can't keep the name straight. So, like, you know, if we were sitting here trying to read, like, a Russian novel in Russian, like, you can't read it, so you can't understand it. Right. This is the terrible comparison. Welcome to our channel where we do terrible comparisons.
Yeah.
But like you have openly admitted that you struggle with Asian names. Like
I do.
It's a huge roadblock. So watching a fully, a fully created, produced, and it's actually the first Netflix original show, not movie, but show produced. I was like, I bet you he's going to struggle. I'll bet you he's going to have problems with that.
I did. It was like, oh, he's the prince. He's the prince's bodyguard.
Right.
This is the nurse. This is the guy. This is the one crazy guy.
Is it objectively bad, or is it you don't know and you're just like, I don't know, I can't follow this? Like, what was that experience like?
Well, it was multiple things. One, it was hard to follow. Two, it's very slow. Like nothing happens for like 2 episodes. So like you're 2 hours into this, a full movie basically, and nothing has really happened. Then there's so many different storylines they're hitting you with. It's hard to follow. On top of struggling with the language barrier, struggling with the name barrier.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's major fight scenes in both episodes. Like when you say nothing happens, that's wrong. It's misleading, right? Like so if someone hasn't seen it like that wouldn't be a fair representation of it. So what do you mean when you say nothing happened?
With zombies. It's a zombie show. And we got
there's 2 action scenes, one in the first one in the second one.
But it's that old school, I guess I just didn't like it, where it's like the old school movie that has a low budget, so they can't show you the monster because they can't afford to, because they can only afford to show you the monster in the last 5 minutes of the movie because it costs so much. I felt like that's what it was. Like it was being hidden on purpose.
Dude, you get to see the zombies. Were you on your phone while watching this, dude?
No, I was laying in bed with my wife. We were watching as we were going to bed.
Did you fall asleep while watching?
I didn't. Nope. Even my wife, we were like 30 minutes into it, and she goes, "Is anything ever going to happen?" I was like, "I don't know." And then we finished the first episode, and she goes, "I don't know if I can watch any more of this. This is terrible." No.
Okay. Well, different strokes.
So it wasn't just my opinion, although she I don't even think made it 2 episodes. She might have watched the second episode with me, and then I gave it one more after she was done, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't cross that barrier, I think. It's good that we're working on it with like our other book channel, like that you're getting exposed to like foreign languages. I think it's probably helping out a little bit.
Yeah, and I guess one of my other issues too is I am ignorant of some of the Japanese lore, or no, it was Korean, right? Korean?
Yeah, it was Korean.
They were in Korea,
mm-hmm.
But it's Korea. Are they in Korea, or is it Korean made and they're supposed to be in Japan? See, I don't know the history of it, I guess, or the lore to kind of follow along what was going and happening, right. And so I was just so lost the whole show. I guess that's why I struggled to enjoy it.
Yeah,
it was very beautiful. The costume design was top notch. I will give it that. Like the set pieces and the costumes, and there were positive things about it. I just didn't enjoy a lot of it.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of research myself. I don't know a lot about, particularly older, the Korean eras and stuff like that. Like, obviously, I know a lot more about Japan. But I had to kind of do some research into, like, their outfits because I was just curious. Like, that's like the nice thing about these things is it just makes you interested to learn more about it. But I had to do some research and learned a little bit more about that, and I thought that was kind of cool. I know we recommended to our friend Leslie to check that out, and we were talking a little bit because, like, after the first couple episodes, she didn't have all the names down either. But after talking about it and a few more episodes in, she finally got the hang of it. But I don't think she has the what would you describe, like an aversion? Like, not aversion's the wrong word because that implies that you don't like it, but you have a hard time like establishing like traits, attributes, and facts with like nouns that you can't pronounce. Which everyone will, right?
Yeah. And I guess, too, is when you're having to watch a foreign film or show with subtitles, because I always think they do a terrible job with the English dubbing.
Mm-hmm.
Pull L back to do a quick turn. Oh, cool. L1 to sprint.
That's nice. That's always really annoying when you have to, like, hold left to turn forever. Like in these types of games.
Watch. Ooh, yeah, look at me. I'm so good. Ooh, yeah. I can do the moonwalk. Ooh, ooh. But yeah,
You ever played
with
like? Go ahead.
I was just saying with the foreign stuff, I have to read it with subtitles because I want to listen to it in the native language because I think that's the way it should be viewed, in my opinion. And I have to read everything, and so you're missing facial cues, you're missing action, you're missing things when you're having to read it, and that could be a part of it as well. Hold R2 to use it.
Well, I think there's definitely a skill in watching subtitled shows, right? Yeah. I think in college I started watching like various animes, and like that kind of got me used to like that concept. But like late at night, particularly when I'm watching like a subtitle show, I'll kind of like start dozing or kind of stop falling asleep. Like it's effort in a sense. It's not as easy as just listening. So I definitely have to be in the mood to kind of do a subtitled show.
And I have really good hearing, but my wife likes to have the subtitles on, especially if we're watching a show or a movie or something where somebody has an accent that's trying to, hard to understand as well. So that's a factor. So I almost have everything in subtitles all the time. Every movie, every show I watch, when I'm watching with my wife, usually we have the subtitles on.
This is like really, really slow walking here, lady. Let's speed this up. That's one of those situations. Instead of using like the in-game engine to have played through that, like it probably would have been better just to cut to a movie scene.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now see, this is where I get nitpicky in my analytical skills. Like, so they don't use this very often, or every time they push it back, they reset up the books in the bottle, because otherwise it would have already been knocked over if they use it multiple times. Oh. So like that's where my analytical skills pop into play, and I'm like, well, that's not realistic.
That's where you should have been a detective. Be like, these are in a different place than I had seen it last time. Clearly, there must be a hidden door behind this bookcase. That is perfectly normal.
Oh, I'm gonna vault. Now, in the top right, left corner somewhere, bottom corner somewhere, there has to be like a little icon that'll pop up that'll tell me that it's saved and that I'm at a checkpoint, I'm sure. Ooh, I got a gun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you think my backpack is like Link's backpack?
Maybe. It reminds me of Resident Evil. Remember when you'd go to like the desk and you'd have to like, you only have a certain number of ribbons on which to save, and you could like swap in and out how much ammo you were carrying at a given time. That was always not fun. Like, I don't want to manage my inventory when I'm playing a game.
Yeah. All right, so. Oh. Now, I know one thing that's cool is they. How do I boost you up?
Want to boost me up?
Oh, okay, there we go. I have to look up at it. One thing they'll do cool is you'll learn that the red, that's a place you can go, or the yellow. So they give you the visual cues, which is kind of cool.
Oh, so because these boards are colored red and yellow, that's a place that you ought to go?
Yeah, and so you learn that, I think subtly, visually they do that, and then throughout the game, you'll be like, I'm lost, I don't know where to go, and you'll see the red and yellow, and you'll be like, oh, that must be a place I can go, because I remember seeing that before. They don't say it to you, but I know games do that a lot, where they do the subtle color cues, and that's the thing that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a heck of a way to get from point A to point B.
Well, I got to avoid the not zombies. Oh, I got super hearing.
This kind of reminds me. Have you ever seen that movie, Annihilation?
Oh, yeah, that movie's fantastic.
This scene kind of like, remember when they first like kind of traversed? It kind of looks like this a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to watch the show of this. Supposedly, it's like $8 to $10 million spent per episode. They're not sparing any expense. So here we go. See, there's the red
and the
brick.
Yellow. Oh, yep. Yeah. That's really nice.
So
Whenever I
hopefully
used to
that's where
play
I'm
like
supposed to go.
Final Fantasy VII, like remember you could like press those buttons that would like just give you the cue of here are the exits, here's where you could go. I always left that on. Like I don't want to just meander around. I kind of like making progress, if you will.
Tutorial unlocked.
Would you like a
Man.
ladder tutorial?
Would you like a ladder tutorial?
Do you want to know how ladders work?
Wait a minute, why did I set it down? Why didn't I use the ladder? Yeah, I guess I need to know that.
What is my... Oh, no!
Oh, place the ladder. There we go. I thought I did that.
Ladies first.
Oh,
Lady, you must be thinking of someone else.
press climb ladder.
It's all relative.
Man, I'm
This
going to
way.
forget all this by the next time I play. And I'm going to be so terrible. You're going to laugh at me.
I don't know. Like,
Ooh,
do
there's
they
my
do
sprint.
speed runs
That
of the
fast.
same? Like, you know how some video games
Down
have
through
speed
here.
runs?
I think every game has
I
a
mean,
speed run
these types of
nowadays.
games are just experiential.
Once we
It's
get
like,
our
oh,
merchandise
this is
back, it
fun.
should
And
be easy
I always
to
like sitting down and just kind of
Speaking
chatting
of
about stuff
merchandise, when's that next
with
shipment
friends when
due?
we're playing. So
next month.
this is just how I
More
enjoy
pills,
it. I
lots of
don't care if
ammo.
we're struggling with the ladder tutorial.
Hold up. Spores.
Hold up, spores.
The ladder tutorial. All right, so should we stop here?
Yeah,
right at
we-
the
we-
spores, leave
yeah,
everybody in
let's stop here,
suspense
'cause I gotta
for our
get
first
going.
episode. All right, brother. Well, that's
We
the
shall
tutorial for The Last of
continue
Us.
later, bud.
Thanks, guys.